Welcome to the Bushido Gang. What's up, guys? It's Attack on Samurott, and welcome to another Pokemon Sword and Shield moveset video guide. So, the mon we are going to be talking about this time is Latios. So, I did a poll in my Discord, and in that poll, I put the Reggies, the new ones, Regieleki and Regidrago, Latios, Lando I, and Galarian Slowking. And I only got 2 votes for Latios, while there were no votes for the other mon. So I was just like, hey, I guess it's Latios. So Latios is interesting right now. It's very slept on right now because there are a lot of faster mons in the metagame currently. Like, again, Pheromosa, Spectrier, and Dragapult being like the dominant ones, and I guess also Regieleki. I forgot about that one. But yeah, the metagame has gotten very fast. So Latios can still catch up. It can still catch up, but yeah, it's got to deal with those mons first before it can really do what it needs to do. So, gonna be talking about what sets this mon can run and how good it can be. So before we get started, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Also follow me on my Pokeamino and check out my Smogon profile. All those links will be down in the description. Trying to reach my sub goal of 400 subscribers. I know we just recently hit 300, so again, I still need to do some stuff for that. I do apologize to you guys. I will get all that stuff situated. But yeah. I want to reach that goal before the end of the year, so let's try and get that goal. 400. So yeah, also shout out Origami for this beat. This beat is too clean, man. This beat is too clean. Anyways, I got some sets here for Latios. We got the Spec set, we got the Choice Scarf set, we got the Life Orb set, and we got the Calm Mind set. This one might be my favorite, actually, but I'm going to talk about that one last. So, Specs Latios. Latios was blessed with fighting and fire coverage. That boy is spitting fire and shooting Hadoukens. Latios is ready. Latios is ready, man. So they finally gave Latios fighting and fire coverage, which is something that it's been wanting since pretty much like Gen 4, even like Gen 4, Gen 5. This mon has been needing fighting coverage so that way it could actually break through T-Tar, and also fire coverage so it can break through steals a lot better. Because beforehand, the best way Latios could break through steals was with the Draco Meteor, which, by the way, in Gen 5. Latios actually did a pretty good chunk to some steel types. Like Ferrothorn, for example. Ferrothorn did not take Draco Meteor that well, especially when you had to like spike down on it too. Like if you got spikes down on it, Ferrothorn could actually get 2 KO by Specs Latios with Draco Meteor. So it's crazy. It's actually crazy. This mon is very strong with the specs. So we're gonna be bringing the specs back with Draco, Aura Sphere, Mystical Fire, and Psychic. This is pretty much all you need. Like, Draco deals with everything that these already cover. Like, Draco just bodies shit. Like, Blaziken gets bodied. Blissey can actually get 2 KO'd, I think. Yeah, Blissey can get 2 KO'd. Cinderace can just die. Clef can wall. Corviknight doesn't really take it that well. I mean, it can actually take it very well since, it's Corviknight. Ditto, well, it's a Ditto War. Dragapult does not switch in. Dragonite does not switch in. Drill can really get messed up in 2 hits. Like, that thing is not a switch in. Like I said, with spikes up, Ferrothorn does not want to see too many Dracos. Dead, it can definitely take a hit. Like, Heatran is one of its main counters. So it can wall it indefinitely. That's not an answer. That's not one either. Magearna. That one, now that Latios has Mystical Fire, this can actually get 2 KO, with Mystical Fire. So, yeah, like an offensive Magearna can get 2 KO, like it does up to 70%. So, pretty good. It's pretty good damage. I think Mandibuzz actually dies to Draco, but I might be wrong. Mandibuzz is a very fat mon. That thing can live a lot of hits. But I think Mandibuzz can actually get 2 KO, or get very close. So defensively, okay, hold up. Let me put Draco on you. So let's see, Draco Meteor on you. Oh wait, hold up. That's +2. Let's go to neutral. At neutral with Life Orb, that's basically a 2 KO. That's a 2 KO, man. That's crazy. But I think Mandibus right now is meant to be like more special defensive, so you won't be seeing defensively. You won't be seeing defensive that much. Even defensive can take on stuff like Urshifu too. So let's make you specs and let's see the real damage. I think with the real damage, that thing actually can just drop. But let's see. So choice specs, Draco Meteor is still a 2 KO on it. So yeah, that does not switch in very comfortably. Melee can probably get messed up by Draco. Granted, it can take it because it has really good HP and even some decent, or I mean, it has really good HP. So if you invest a lot into its HP and even a little bit into its Spadef, it could definitely take a Draco pretty well. Even a Mystical Fire, like almost max HP Melmetal can actually take one Mystical Fire. It can't take two though. After two, it dies. So yeah, Draco dominates you. If you switch in, you die. Like everybody gets capped by this thing, which is crazy. But again, the only reason why people aren't using it right now is because it's very slow. Or it's not very slow, but it's just slower than the fastest monster in the metagame, being you, being Dragapult, Regieleki, Pheromosa, and Spectre. Like those four are what's stopping this thing from doing what it needs to do. Like once they're gone, well, except for Regieleki, once Pheromosa's gone, this is very free, cause like this is very free for it. Like it's super free. So I think Latios is gonna get a lot of usage once Pheromosa's gone, and even like the other dragons like Zygarde and what's it called, Zygarde and Kyurem. Once they're gone, this mon's gonna be the dominating dragon. Like it's not gonna be Dragon Ball anymore. Granted, it'll probably still be competing with it, but yeah, like I said, Draco Meteor deals with everything, like I mentioned. Aura Sphere deals with the steel types pretty well, and also it capitalizes on T-Tar since T-Tar is not an answer anymore. So T-Tar gets dropped by Aura Sphere with the spec set. Like I already said, Mystical Fire deals with the steel types pretty well too. So they pretty much can get 2 KO, which is insane. And then Psychic just dominates all over Toxapex. Toxapex just dies. Fighting types don't want to take it either. So Urshifu and Zapdos, they all get capped by Psychic. So yeah, and even like neutrally could do a lot anyway. So it's good. It's very good. I definitely think that that specs might be one of the best sets for it. If you really want to go crazy, you could go Modest and just go really crazy with the damage. I'm pretty sure with Modest you might be able to do even more damage to well, this just dies, definitely. That just straight up dies. But yeah, Modest. Oh wow, you guys still take. That's so crazy. You could actually still take that hit. But yeah. If we go specs, then I'm pretty sure. Magearna or Modest specs. I think Magearna just gets messed up too. That might actually die. In this case, he'll take the hit. And again, that's just Magearna. But if we give it the HP, that's still a lot. That's still a lot though. So it doesn't want to take too many hits. Or I mean, it doesn't want to. It can take one hit, but then it can just die afterwards. So yeah, it does not really want to switch in on that. Ferrothorn I already showed that thing. Well, I mean, I'm just show it again, but I want to show you anyway. Yeah, that thing gets capped. that thing just dies. What's another one? Another mon to check out for. Oh yeah, Melee or Melmetal. Melmetal, like I said, that one still gets messed up. So that thing does not want to. Can take one hit, but then dies afterwards. Drill dies. Like, yeah, most of these Mystical Fire answers aren't really good answers. So yeah, it's very good. To be honest, since this set does get walled by Heatran technically, actually I can show you the damage on Heatran for Aura Sphere anyway. So let me show you the Aura Sphere damage. So Aura Sphere, let's see, Aura Sphere to Heatran, that should do about, if we're going with the Spadef set, that one actually can get 2 KO. Wow. Okay, and this is Modest too. Like Modest can definitely just 2 KO this thing. Now if we're going with a well, I guess Timid. Well, Timid's gonna be a 2 KO anyway. So Timid will probably 2 KO that. Yeah, that's still a 2 KO. Tyranitar, I'll just show you, that thing also dies. And what's another mon to check out for? Let's see. I guess well, I mean, Urshifu can still Sucker Punch, but that can definitely drop to an Aura Sphere as well. So yeah, it's very free for this mon to just click Aura Sphere most of the time. And Psychic as well. Like, Psychic fighting and fire coverage is just amazing on this thing. So I think this is all you're going to be seeing. But yeah, like I said, if you have a way to deal with the fire types, you can just go Trick on this thing, and then you can just lock them on in, and then you can still like freely Draco, Aura, or Psychic, whatever comes in. So again, Trick is an option that you have over Mystical Fire if you already have a fire. If you already have like a fire type on your team. Yeah. Then we have Scarf Latios. So this one basically can take advantage of some special walls. So for example, Blissey can take advantage of. You could just Trick it, lock it into a move, and then you could just Calm Mind on it. Even like Corviknight can well, actually not Corviknight, probably like Clef can get set up on anyway. Again, setting up on special walls is pretty much like his main job. Just crippling those walls, it's gonna be like the thing you need to do with it. So yeah, it's just meant to be a disruptor. So you just Trick them, then you Calm Mind up, and then you could Psychic or Draco. You could also go Psyshock as well, which can break down the special walls even better. You could also go Mystical Fire, which does allow you to get which just give you that Dragon and Fire coverage, which is still pretty good. Yeah, it's still pretty good anyway, so you have that option too. But again, if you want to do that, you gotta have you have to have something that can deal with Heatran anyway. If you don't have anything on your team to deal with Heatran, if you're running a Short Scarf set with Mystical Fire, not running Psyshock, then you should get a fire type to deal with to take care of that. To take care of that hole in your team. But yeah, again, being able to trick a passive mon is Latios' main job, because that's just free Calm Mind setup, or just a mon that's forced to click one move. Just having that locked in gives you like more momentum for your team. So yeah. Then we have the Life Orb set. So the Life Orb set basically can deal with everything. So Aura Sphere, Earthquake, Draco Meteor. I can't read. Or like Draco Meteor, Earthquake, Aura Sphere, and then Recovery. So what you can do with this set is that you have coverage for everything. You got your Dragon coverage, you got your Ground coverage, and you got your Fighting coverage. So Draco Meteor, like I already said, just bodies everything that's not a Fairy type. Earthquake can actually deal with the Steel types. This is actually a set that Mega Latios used to run back in Gen 7. Where it would deal with the Steel type, so it could actually hit Magearna, it could hit Heatran, and it could also hit Ferrothorn if it was running HP Fire, and also Mega Scissor as well. So it was very cool in running something like that, and also Mawile too. Mawile didn't really take an Earthquake that well. Granted, it could also Sucker Punch it back. But yeah, like Mixed Mega Latios was one of the best sets for it. But since Megas aren't here, this is kind of just like a lesser or a weaker version of that with the Life Orb. So you got your Life Orb, which can boost your attack. Draco Meteor does a lot with the Life Orb. You have Earthquake, which can deal with Heatran, and then Aura Sphere to deal with the Dark types. So yeah. To Heatran, this does around like a bulky Heatran, it does 87 to 103%. So that's still a pretty good percentage actually. Definitely makes Latios not like a good switcher for Heatran. Heatran isn't a good switcher for Latios. So yeah, it can really just you could pretty much just beat them. So like you could Draco on the Heatran switch in, and then you could just Earthquake it, because they'll probably think that you don't have Earthquake. So yeah. And then Aura Sphere, like I said, deals with T-Tar and also other Dark types. So pretty cool. And also it just hits things neutrally anyway. And also can like catch stuff like a Kartana too. Like if you're at -2 and Kartana comes in on the -2 Draco, you can still Aura Sphere and probably still kill it even at -2. So yeah. Also, if you still need a way to deal with Steel types, like again like Ferrothorn for example, you could still go Mystical Fire if you're not feeling confident about Aura Sphere. But I can show you the damage on Life Orb, or with Life Orb Latios versus Ferrothorn. So Aura Sphere, yeah, that's what does a lot with that. Now if we go Life Orb, let's go Life Orb on you. Life Orb Aura Sphere does about 56 to 67%. So that's still like a 2 KO on it. So that's still not bad. But again, Mystical Fire is probably going to be your better option to deal with it. But that's still a 2 KO. So regardless, it still works. It still works either way. Like, you can go either or, depending on your team composition. So, yeah. That covers Latios. And again, this is just an option that you have. I think this is probably like the lesser used option, or this will be the lesser used option, just because like it's not Mega Latios. If it was Mega Latios, then I think people would still like use something like this. Honestly, I think they would just like change Orchard over Mystical Fire if Mega Latios was back. So yeah. Honestly, I think if Mega Latios does come back into the metagame, I think it might actually get banned. Actually, like I legitimately think it could get banned, if it comes back. Latios right now, I don't see it. I don't see it yet. But I think when the game starts to, I think when the Crown Tundra starts to solidify itself, get it? Because, you know, Crown, Tundra, Ice, get it? Anyways, when it starts to solidify itself, I think people will start to realize that Latios is very strong. Could be ban worthy, but again, we'll have to wait and see until then. And then we have this set right here, Calm Mind, Psyshock, Mystical Fire, and the Recovery. So basically what this set does is that you can actually lower your opponent's special attack, and that gives you initiative to Calm Mind up on them. So this could actually be pretty good for fairy types, actually, since Latios actually has pretty decent spadef. So we can actually take a Moonblast pretty well for most spawns. So for example, like Clefable, actually, Clefable can actually get set up on. Actually, let me put the set in real quick. I mean, it's like the same thing, but just make this easier for you guys and also easier for me. Okay, Latios, and let's go with that. So Latios. All right, so Calm Mind, Mystical Fire, and Psyshock. So as you can see, that can actually live, which is crazy. But I did not think that lived. Jeez. Technically, you can set up on this. Technically. Actually, yeah, this is set up fodder. Because, I mean, you'd have to lane Leech Seed. Or you could just, like, recover on the Leech Seed if you want to. But yeah, okay, so, looking at Clefable. So, Clefable, as you can see, it does this much. But if you can get the Mystical Fire off on it, which does a little bit, not that much right there. But if you Mystical Fire right now, or on it, that does, their hit is going to do 39 to 47%. That's still a lot, but that's actually like a percentage where you could Calm Mind up. So you could just Calm Mind up on that Moonblast drop. You Calm Mind up on that Moonblast drop, and they're doing even more damage back. So, they're forced to recover, or they're forced to switch out. So, so yeah, so they go for another Moonblast. Well, I mean, yeah. So, hold on, let me just show it again. So, let's just say it's like they go for Moonblast on turn 1, and they do 39, they do, I mean, you Calm Mind up first. You Calm Mind up first, or you Mystical Fire first. Either one works. Either one works right here. So, they Moonblast you, at neutral. This does 39 to 47%, right? From that point, you could actually Mystical Fire them if you want to. Which, if you do that, then that'll weaken them even more, which will do 27 to 32% at that turn. So, which means that if they do around this percentage, like if they get like a mid roll or a low roll, then you Calm Mind up again, or you could even recover there if you really want to. So, you can recover back on the next turn, or you Calm Mind up again. Which, if you Calm Mind up again, then you go +2. And then you do even more damage with Psyshock. So you could actually kill them back after that damage, which is insane. Like you could actually 1v1 Clefable with this set. Yeah, that's insane. That's actually insane. that's crazy. Now let me show you against something like Tapu Koko. If you fight something like Tapu Koko, I think Tapu Koko actually gets walled completely. If you fight a set like this. So let's see something like an offensive set. I guess you could U-turn. U-turn can still do a lot. But they don't want to take a Psyshock though, and you could also still recover too. So I mean, you can recover on that U-turn and then still be able to like get some damage off on whatever the switching is. If it's not a Heatran, if their team has a Heatran, you need to get rid of it. That way this set can go crazy. Like I pretty much can call this set Victini because it's got the fire and psychic coverage. Because I mean it's pretty much just fire and psychic, which is a very good very good offensively. Because it deals with it, because it can hit the resistances, or the counters to psychic, and then you just deal with everything that's already weak to psychic. Like it's actually very good coverage. it's very good coverage, man. So yeah, it could be pretty solid actually. So yeah, let's see something like Tapu Fini actually. Tapu Fini can get set up on as well. So at neutral, this still does at neutral does pretty much like around the same percentage as Clefable. So that's still a lot. But if you can get the Mystical Fire off first, then that's Calm Mind. You can Calm Mind right there. Does around 48%. So you Calm Mind on that. You also get your lefties back too, which means that you can set up on that. So this might be a sleeper set. This might actually be a sleeper set right here. Like this set right here could be nasty. It could be very nasty, but it's counterable. It's very counterable. All you have to do is bring in a Heatran. Like that's it. Bring in a Heatran and then you just beat it. Or even a Dark type. Again, like T-Tar could wall this. Now if you want to go like 3 attack, Calm Mind, that's possible too. But you miss out on recovery though. So I don't know if I really agree with that. But that is something you can do. That is something that you can do. Or even 3 attack recover with Life Orb is also possible. So you could do that as well, which means that you deal with the fighting types, you deal with the dark types, you deal with the fighting types, and you deal with the steel types all in one. So yeah, that could be nasty. That could be very nasty. You know, I was actually debating on going with like a sub Calm Mind set. That could also work too. However, that does leave you open for some other things as well. Like again, that leaves you open for Dragapult and such. So yeah, and even Kyurem too. Which by the way, Kyurem can actually beat this set as well. So it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird. Like there's several options that you have with this thing though. So yeah, I think Latios is probably gonna be very fun. Very, very fun. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. Definitely a mon that I think people will be sleeping on. Like people will be sleeping on this thing for a little bit. I think, at least right now, like people will realize how good it is once Pheromosa's gone, and once the best dragons are gone. Like once they're gone, they're gonna see Latios and they're gonna be like, oh my god. Like, yeah, I'm excited about this mon. This mon is gonna be crazy. We're gonna be dropping Dracos. Oh man, we're gonna be dropping some mad Dracos with this thing. So happy about that. Again, if you want more damage output on the spec set, go ahead and go Modest. If you want speed, then go Timid. With Modest, you still outspeed Kyurem, which is still pretty good, and also you can outspeed Hydreigon, or not Hydreigon. You can outspeed Zygarde as well. The only thing you don't outspeed is Urshifu. So yeah. If you want to outspeed Urshifu, go Timid. If you don't want to outspeed and just want to get your raw damage off, then go Modest. Like just go Modest. It's free, honestly. But yeah, that pretty much covers Latios. So if you guys did enjoy this breakdown and this little moveset thing, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very curious about what you guys think about this mon. There's a lot you can do with it. There's so much you can do with Latios right now. Just experiment and see what you come up with. So let me know in the comments what you guys have came up with for Latios, or just like what do you guys think about Latios? Do you like Latios more than Latios, or which one? Honestly, you know what? Going back to this set could also work with Latios as well, since Latios is a lot bulkier. So this could actually be a set in UU right now. Since Latios is in UU, so if you want to use Latios in UU, I think this set could actually be very dangerous. Especially if you get rid of the dark types. Like, if you have a fighting type on you, this shit can sweep teams. like, oh my god. This is a good set right here. Even go like max HP too. If you go like a max HP set with Latios, that could actually work very well. Yeah. Even store power could oh, you could even go store power with this too. Yo, you can even go store power with this, which is insane. Yeah, this mon is crazy. This mon's actually crazy. Yeah, I'm excited about it, but but yeah, if you guys enjoyed, again, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord Bushido gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. Also, follow me on my Pokeamino, and check out my Smogon profile. All those links will be down in the description. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a showdown live with Latios. So be safe, wash your hands, and peace out.